Got ourselves team 2 with, what's the name? Word Jack? We got Jack, and here we got Crippers in the back. We got Kopi, Grim, as well as Mary versus team 1. We got ourselves 1 by 1. That's how they'll fall. We got ourselves Uranus. With Danger going to be first up as a Demonology versus Crippers by the looks of it. Snoopy in here as well. What's up? Are you hiding? What are you doing over there? We got ourselves Atherman back here as well. Deja going for that succubus CC as Crippers getting himself just a very light opener. Let's just get himself some pets up and running. It's going to be a full sack of pets. Hodge on a Danger. Scripper's going in for damage. Danger trying to see if he can get himself tired. Getting interrupted on a Tyrant. Can't wall this damage. Scripper's he's just blasting right through. Ports out of it. I think the hammer's still going to finish you off. Mortical does come out. The pets does come in. Is doing a lot of damage. Scripper's is he going to run away? He's just going to stay in. Heal himself with Ward of Glory as much as possible. That Tyrant is still slamming right through. The Ward of Glories are keeping him alive, though his health is kind of yo-yoing back and forth. As long as he has the Ward of Glories and wings are up, it should be good. Shadow Fury into Crippers. He tries to go in for a Hand of Freedom. And Danger is still not out of this fight just yet. Is going to wall this Hodge. As Crippers got himself another set of wings rolling. I can't tell if it's 1 minute wings or maybe a proc of wings. That's going to be Fear almost landing. Danger not going to be able to get a CC chain roll into Crippers just yet. Try to summon more pets. Fear at least going to try to see if he can run him out of there for a second. And Danger, next time your Mortical is up, I think it's going to be quite a lot of survivability as well. If you can line up the Mortical together with the next Hodge and Wings and Crippers, that could be pretty big. Hand of Freedom is up. Mortical, we're going to run you out of there. As Danger getting even more pets up and running, that's going to be a big old hammer. Execution's hammer hanging over your head. This is where Crippers wants to combine as much damage as possible. Final Verdict, I think, might have missed completely, actually. The Hodge does land either way, though. Succubus CC does prevent Crippers from being able to max out the damage. And Danger so far has been surviving. And there's going to be Tyrant available in just 12 seconds. I don't know if he's going to be able to really effectively get one up and running. The Rebuke does connect. Danger trying to get more pets. Rolling, though. It's going to be Shadow Fury, and Crippers does take him out at the very end. Uranus. This is going to be rolling up versus Crippers. Crippers still holding to a bubble. Might need to use it here. How bad is the situation for him? Wings are back up and online for the Paladin. Uranus is bailing out of this. So he sees the wings. Might actually want to poke out and maybe interrupt the flash of light, as the pets are just blasting him. So that is putting his health down low over and over. Uranus actually just getting completely eviscerated. Had to go through the most amount of healing as he could. And actually, I had to, I think, burn a Hellstone after using the Succubus. I mean, after using the Dark Pact. Lichborn might keep him alive for a little bit longer. He doesn't have running power to get death calls, though, so that's going to be really, really rough. This is going to be awfully if you're a Paladin. I mean, if you're a Death Knight, man. And I think Uranus actually might just go down to the hammer either way. I don't think Crippers needs too much. Final Verdict, the last second. The hammer gamps in power, just slams down even harder. And there's not much you could really do. Snoopy the Feral is going to be up next. By the way, check him out. Twitch.tv/Snoopy. Snoopy Feral? Snoopy TV? Snoopy WoW? I don't know what it is. Oh no, somebody tell me what it is. Twitch.tv/Snoopy? Is that it? Is that good enough? Gonna be Crippers going for a Hodge. Snoopy does pre-wall this damage, and Snoopy went in for a big damage too. That is Berserk getting used. And Crippers does peel out of there. Still holding on to a bobble. Still holding on to a bop if necessary. But Snoopy is trying to get himself maybe some bleeds rolling. But it looks like that's a lot of cooldowns committed by the Feral. Still holding on to Trinket. And going into the Consecration as a Feral might be a little bit hard. Especially as Crippers goes to the other side of Consecration, where Snoopy is definitely going to get found out. Crippers got himself wings rolling. Snoopy looking to avoid them completely. But the Paladin does have plenty of ability to catch back up. Oh, wait, switch to the wrong person. I'm so sorry. I thought it was F4, but it's F2 for Crippers. Hodge on the Snoopy, trinkets out of it, and Thorn's getting used immediately. As he's again just trying to stay away from wings. It's Crippers, this are his real wings. This is most of his burst. Big hammer hanging over Snoopy's head. Final Verdict does connect by the looks of it. The Snoopy's trying to deny as much damage from the hammer as best as he can. Drop it to half his health in a single global. And Crippers still got mean toughest verdicts to follow right after. Oh, this is a hard duel. I think it's going to come down to the wire with cooldowns. The Crippers just does not want to give up the bubble. He does not want to give up the bubble. Snoopy cannot get a proper opener with this Consecration at all. Or at least it's really tough. I think you got to be a little bit more careful to sneak up and maybe get some range on it. Big Bob coming out for Crippers though. Snoopy came out of nowhere with some big damage. Cyclone onto Crippers as he's sitting in the Bloodstick of Protection. Perfect play by Snoopy. If he can deny Crippers any more healing, he might be in a really good spot. But that is a massive immunity getting used by Crippers. I don't know if Snoopy has the burst without address in order to take Crippers down while Forbearance is up. Try to see if he can kind of leap into that consecration. Not enough to land that stun opener. But he should be able to get a full bash or a full maim if necessary. Thorns are up, and that's going to be Crippers trying to continue the damage even through Thorns. Snoopy does land himself a reset. Bite comes out, trying to get him more bleeds. Snoopy get a hit with a stun. Could be really bad. The Executioner's Hammer is hanging over his head. Bark Skin is available, but it's not going to be no bubble for Crippers. Snoopy can't even do anything aggressively. Trying to heal does get enough heals. And the Bark Skin did hold strong versus that burst. And Crippers does have wings rolling. It's going to be Wurzel's Vortex yoinking him back where he was. Hand of Freedom coming out late. Snoopy might be able to just get away from Crippers. If he can just stay away from him long enough, he might be alright. No more wings available. Snoopy might be able to return it. No bubble, no bob. Crippers does have a Shield of Vengeance. Unless he can use that aggressively with some burst, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Trying to make some damage happen. Shield of Vengeance is going to pop. Snoopy actually wings a procket for Crippers out of nowhere. And Snoopy does get away from it in the last second. It's just back and forth over and over, man. Back and forth. Oh my god, dude. This is rough. 6 minutes of this duel, 10% dampener. And this duel got me on the edge of my seat. Who's gonna win? Snoopy got some cooldowns rolling. Gonna be Crippers trying to fire back with a final verdict. Got a lot of holy power ready. Wall available for Snoopy. Looks like Crippers does. Did he go for a Hodge there? Snoopy did shrink at the Hodge. Crippers got wings, so that's going to be his survivability. No stun available. Maybe big damage for Snoopy. Looking like he's going to do it. Crippers still alive. Ward of Glories are coming back. Are keeping him alive. Keeping him afloat. Trying not to hit into the Thorns. Bash by Snoopy. Does he have enough to finish it here? Steph goes to be Safeguard, Trick, and Proc. And Crippers got a random wings proc. Let's go to top and back up. Hodge and Snoopy. Can he make those wings do a lot of damage? Big hammer hanging over his head. Can he maybe combine a final verdict into it? Looks Snoopy is going to be able to get out of there. Crippers try to see if he can charge right at him. The hammer does connect, does do damage. Not near enough. The Tempest verdicts though. What was this? Random wings proc, and he got him some wake of ashes. Just cleaving Snoopy in half. Blood of the enemy coming out with one by one. As Crippers just looking to get away from the Demon Hunter. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that is not how that duel was supposed to go. Final verdict onto one by one. And as he's going up in the air, I think Crippers is using that one judgment to take him out. This is a perfect opportunity for him to just catch a bunch of flash of lights right now for the next guy. They're going up. Darkness comes down one by one. I mean, you just kind of RNG where the darkness keeps you alive. Meta was used to try to immune whatever Crippers was throwing at him. I think one by one just might die to procs. Just an Azurite proc or something. There goes Crippers getting a random... Well, technically that wasn't proc. Technically that wasn't Azurite proc just now. That was Vision of Perfection. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Athaman, the last one left on team 1, man. Last one left in team 1. Crippers, not a lot of defenses really left to keep him alive. Shield of Vengeance available for the hammer. The hammer didn't even break the Shield of Vengeance. As we're at 22% dampening, 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes into this duel. Looks like Crippers might be able to, if he can somehow fight through Atho, he might be able to make a big comeback. Like a massive swing back for his team. Athaman getting hit with Hodge, he's going to shrink it out of it with Human Racial. Crippers got a lot of damage rolling big hammer over Athaman's head, trying to pop himself Shield of Vengeance. Looks like he's going to be able to break through Shield of Vengeance pretty easily. And Athaman does drop down to half health by the time that hammer hits. And Crippers, as soon as his health goes low, does swing back behind the pillar trying to catch up. Atho does still have immunities. Blessing Protection, which is going to be partial immunity versus Crippers, as well as a bubble. Batman is playing blind on top of it too. I don't think Crippers will be able to do anything about it. But I don't know if he is. I actually choose against it. But we'll just have to wait and see. Both of them mounting up. Can Crippers somehow return it and then basically make it a 1v5? Because it feels like it's been a while since Crippers had a 1v5. I believe it was a 1v4 though, so he's done well so far. I mean, the amount of healing, the procs of wings, dude. He just keeps procking wings. Big hammer hanging over his head with a stun from Atha. Crippers trying to see if he can turn the damage around. There's still a big hammer over his head. Bubble out of Atha. Unless Crippers can heal himself somehow. There it goes. Athaman does end up taking him out. Without Bubble, he didn't let Crippers generate any holy power at the end there. No holy power generation at all. So all he had is Word of Glories. Copy is going to be up next on Team 2. Finally, the Team 2 is able to have more than one person play. You know what I mean? But Copy playing that enhanced with Shaman. Trying to see if he might be able to make the enhanced work at 32% dampening without a bubble. So he actually has a chance against Atha. He actually might stand a legitimate chance. Maybe whenever the enhanced with Shaman beta updates come out, beta changes come out, then he will definitely stand a chance. He'll do a lot more damage, a lot more healing. Big damage into Atha. Ascendance is doing a lot. Atha been trying to see if he can survive through it. Word of Glories are still huge. And Copy is going to get slowed down there for last second. Does Ghost Wolf to try to see maybe we can move it over to Atha. Get out from line of sight. Blinder to Copy, trying to go for as much holy damage as possible. And that's going to be Copied. He's going to be able to take up. Looks like his wall has been used already. Big hammer. Big damage. Oh, with a Temple's Verdict at the very end. Just slamming that boy down. Oh, no. As soon as Enhancement Shamans get their beta update rolling into pre-patch, by the way, the game is going to change. It's going to be Enhancement Shamans one-shotting people. Or if not one-shotting, at least surviving with... You know how Athaman is running around? And you got Word of Glories that play like lay on hands. That's going to be enhanced with Shamans, by the way. Big karma available for Grim. As Athaman chooses to bop it. While in the bop, he's just going to go for a bit of a reheal. 40% dampening. Athaman's maybe thinking that he might be able to play the long game here. He got Mary on the other team. That's definitely going to be a little bit of a roadblock. A potential, most likely a roadblock for this run. I guess Warjack, he might be able to survive it. Looks like Grim actually might have enough damage here. In Capture Arthur for a second. Does he have Alexium? He does not. Just needs maybe, oh, touch of death. Just needs to get him low enough. And down he goes. Wow. Grippers came in with a big old blowout with a 1v4 until Athaman took him out. Of course, he had a Paladin. Who could defeat a Paladin? Only another Paladin. That was a really close one between Snoopy and Grippers, though. Insanely close, dude. You could have won.